37 million views in just 3 months? That's insane.
That's like selling out a stadium every single night for a month straight, except instead of a concert, it's toilet.
Welcome to Hollow AI Podcast, Episode 1. I'm your host, Koseki Bijou.
And I'm your co-host, Mori Calliope.
Alright, so get ready because today we are diving into something truly wild. It's Skibidi Toilet. You've probably seen those singing toilet heads taking over your social media feeds.
Yeah, they're everywhere. And we've got a ton of really interesting sources to dig into on this one.
Awesome, I'm ready to get weird.
Let's hear you weird.
So for anyone who hasn't braved the depths of Skibidi Toilet yet, imagine this. A 3D animation of a toilet, but instead of just, being toilets, they have men's heads sticking out, and they're constantly belting out this oddly catchy, kind of creepy song.
And they're not just, hanging out in the bathroom. They are everywhere. Streets, buildings, you name it.
It's like something you dream of after a long night scrolling through TikTok, you know what I mean? But here's the thing. It is weirdly captivating. Like, you can't look away. And it spawned this whole world with these crazy battles, weird characters and storylines that are as nonsensical as they are entertaining.
Yeah, and then you've got the Skibidi Toilets going head-to-head with their rivals.
A camera head?
Camera heads. Okay, hold on. I gotta love the name, but what exactly are we talking here?
Basically just what it sounds like. Dudes with cameras for heads.
What?
And their battles. Let's just say things get a little interesting.
Oh man, okay, I am in. It's completely bonkers, right?
So,
how did this whole thing start? How did singing toilets go from a weird little corner of the internet to this huge global phenomenon?
Well, it all started with a YouTuber named Defukboom and this tool called Source Filmmaker. Source Filmmaker. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I've never heard of it.
It's a free animation software that's been around for a while, and it's been used to make some seriously impressive stuff. But what's interesting about it, and what I think is a big reason Skibidi Toilet blew up, it's actually pretty easy to use, even if you don't have a ton of experience with animation.
So you're telling me Defukboom took this user-friendly software and decided to unleash an army of singing toilets on the world?
Pretty much. Yeah, the very first Skibidi Toilet video popped up online in February of 2023. And what's crazy is just how much content Defukboom puts out. We're talking multiple seasons, dozens of episodes, all in just a little over a year.
Wow, and the internet was hooked. More sources say that first episode racked up a mind-blowing 37 million views in just 3 months. That's insane.
That's like selling out a stadium every single night for a month straight, except instead of a concert, it's toilets.
Toilet Mania, 37 million views in 3 months. That's bananas. But it really makes you wonder, what is it about these totally bonkers videos that captured everyone's attention so fast?
Right. It's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's a few things, honestly. For one, there's just something undeniably hilarious about how absurd it all is. Like, the world can be a lot sometimes.
Yeah.
It can feel overwhelming, chaotic.
Yeah.
And Skibidi Toilet, with its crazy humor and these completely over-the-top visuals, it's like an escape. It gives people a chance to just laugh at the chaos instead of getting bogged down by it.
It's like everyone's looking at it and going, wait, what?
Yeah.
But in a fun way.
Exactly. And you can't forget about just plain old randomness in online humor. Sometimes the things that make us laugh the hardest are the things that make absolutely zero sense. Yeah. They just defied logic and explanation. I think Skibidi Toilet really nails that.
I mean, you're not wrong. There's something inherently funny about a toilet that sings, but Skibidi Toilet, it's more than just random humor, right? It sparked this whole subculture with memes, fan art, even music. It's like Defukboom put this idea out there and the internet just took it and ran well, creating something way bigger than anyone could have imagined.
Yeah, you've hit on something important there. It's not just about the creator, it's about this community that's formed around it. It really shows the power of collective creativity online.
Yeah.
Fans have taken these bizarre characters, these off-the-wall scenarios, and made them their own. They're coming up with their own stories, jokes, interpretations. It's incredible.
And we can't forget about YouTube Shorts and TikTok. Those platforms played a big part in all of this, right? Those short-form video platforms are basically made for content like Skibidi Toilet. It's quick, it's catchy, it's shareable.
Absolutely. I don't think Skibidi Toilet would be what it is today without platforms like that. They've created a space where something this weird, this wondrously bizarre, can find a massive audience and go viral practically overnight.
And go viral. It did. We talked about the first episode getting millions of views, but that was just the beginning. With each new episode, the viewership kept skyrocketing.
Yeah, and it's not just the number of views, it's how fast it all happened. Within months, Skibidi Toilet went from a little inside joke to a global phenomenon. Some people are even comparing it to the rise of Slender Man a few years back.
Oh, wow, Slender Man. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a while. For anyone who might not remember or maybe blocked it out, Slender Man was this super creepy internet legend. This tall, faceless figure that popped up in online forums and creepypastas. It got so big, it even had its own video games and sadly even led to some real-life incidents.
Yeah, and while thankfully Skibidi Toilet is a lot more lighthearted, then there is some interesting parallels there. Both of them started online, fueled by shared stories, fan art, and that classic spread-it-yourself energy of the early internet. Both tapped into this sense of the absurd, the unexplainable, that really gets the internet going. And both really show you just how quickly something that seems innocent can take on a life of its own online.
It's kind of wild, right? How these trends just seem to come out of nowhere. I mean, who would have thought singing toilets would be the next big thing? But it really makes you think about the power of the internet, for better or for worse.
Totally. It's like this double-edged sword, you know? On the one hand, you've got this incredible potential for creativity connection, for sharing ideas and humor with people all over the world. But on the other hand, things can get out of control so quickly.
Yeah, you're right. And that line between, just having fun and something more serious, something potentially harmful, can get blurry. And that kind of leads us into something that's been going around online. Skibidi Toilet Syndrome.
Right, and I think it's important to take that with a grain of salt. We're not talking about something a doctor would diagnose here. It's more of a way people are talking about how huge this whole trend has become, especially with kids.
So are we talking kids all over the world suddenly singing that Skibidi Toilet song and pretending to flush themselves down the toilet?
Not exactly. Our research found that it was actually Indonesian web users who started calling it Skibidi Toilet Syndrome. After all these videos of kids popping out from behind things and acting like the characters went viral, it's basically become this meme with parents sharing stories of their kids, acting out scenes from the videos.
Okay, I can see how that would be a little worrying for some parents. It's one thing for us to get the joke, but kids might not get that it's satire.
Exactly. And it brings up these really interesting questions about how responsible content creators need to be in the age of viral trends. How do you control how something you put out there, especially something aimed at the younger audience, is going to be interpreted or misinterpreted?
That's a tough one for sure. But on a later note, we got to talk about some of the other characters that have come out of this Skibidi Toilet universe. Have you seen the TV Man and TV Woman? Those are pure internet goleya.
The characters with CDs for heads. And they show their emotions with emojis.
It just takes the weirdness to a whole new level, and the best part is the fans love them. I was reading the comments on one video and someone wrote, TV Man for president.
Classic. It's that perfect mix of random and hilarious that keeps people coming back for more.
It really is. But seriously though, the fact that Skibidi Toilet has gotten people this creative, this engaged with something they found online, that's pretty amazing. It shows you how powerful a simple, even if it's super strange idea can be when it comes to capturing people's imagination.
I completely agree. And it makes you think about how much we all want to be a part of something bigger than ourselves, even if that something is, a bunch of singing toilets fighting each other on the internet.
And on that note, I think we've reached the end of our deep dive into Skibidi Toilet. From those first singing toilets to this whole bizarre universe, it's been quite a ride. It has been. And to everyone listening, if you haven't checked out Skibidi Toilet yet, well, maybe approach with a sense of humor and maybe not right before bed. You've been warned. Until next time, happy deep diving.
Hello, guys. My name is Niga-chan.
And Azib-kun.
Do you like our content? It's still experimental, so I would like any suggestion from you guys.
Comment this video what topic for the next episode.
You can even suggest who is the host and the co-host. The possibilities are endless.
Please like and share this video.
And subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching. You've been wondering why we're not ending the video, right?
YouTube sucks, man. We need at least 10 minutes for the video.
So we just keep here and vibing with the music until it's over, is that cool?
Yeah, it's not that long.
Okay, let's turn up the music.
See you later.
Bye-bye.